What's going on, people? It's your boy Double R, and you're now tuned in to Retro Rob Television, man. Come on up in here. It's a little chilly out, another beautiful day. It's a little chilly out. Come on up in here. Shadow Assassin in the building. Salute, salute. What's up with you, Chief? How you feeling? How you feeling? Make sure my sound is up. Okay, we should be good. I'm gonna wait for some more people to get on up in here so we can talk about it. See, this is why I love my channel, man. Is that, man, because I could be who the fuck I want to be. You see what I'm saying? Like, I could talk the real. Smash that like button, y'all. We gonna talk about some serious shit. Jay Lando in the building, salute. Kadeem Alexander said F Cassidy. That ninja stole bars in that Hitman battle from me. Oh yeah. Shadow. Yeah, we gonna talk the real. We gonna talk the real as always. I was about to say we gonna talk the real today. We gonna talk the real as always. As always. I'm gonna wait till some more people get up in here, man. Cause I'm constantly seeing a lot of fishy shit going on, man. I know a lot of people gonna try to paint the narrative that all Double R salty about Jag, salty about Cassidy. I mean, niggas can say whatever they want, but the real will prevail. Niggas can say whatever they want, but the real will prevail. You feel me? Smash that like button. But this is why I like my channel, because I can speak the real, and I ain't got to worry about, other people, battle rappers, feeling some type of way because I'm telling the God honest truth. See, that's why I told you guys, man, it's sad that the most respected platforms are the ones that be lying the most, are the ones that be pushing, narratives and fake narratives and fake propaganda and BS. But then you will have people like Cassidy, like DAYLYT, like Jag, going around as if they're the savior of the culture. You feel me? I may be a bit critical of the battle rappers in its totality, but at the end of the day, make no bones about it. DAYLYT or Jag or Cassidy is no different than the battle rappers. They're no different than the battle rappers. You ain't gonna get this real shit nowhere else. See, everybody else will sell you a dream. All these major platforms, they're major platforms for a reason. Because everybody is in cahoots on selling a dream, on selling a false perception, or selling false narratives. You can say what you want to say. You can feel how you want to feel about me. But we all have a pair of eyes. We all have a pair of ears. And we seen and heard the same thing. It's just that a lot of people act like they didn't see and hear the same thing. I heard DAYLYT talking about Cassidy ain't rapping like these new niggas. Again, I heard DAYLYT talking about Cassidy ain't rapping like these new niggas. DAYLYT, I don't know what battle you're watching, but last time I checked, Cassidy was hitting the hippo and knocking the elephant down. And the fake ass chain that you rock ain't gonna make the swelling go down. Am I tripping? Tell me if I'm tripping. Was that or was that not Cassidy? Did Cassidy or did Cassidy not pocket top Goods? Did Cassidy or did he not attempt to put his hands around Goods' neck? Did Cassidy or did Cassidy not say Goods looked like he got butt shots in his face? All that shit is funny, it's entertaining, but that's modern day battle rap. Tell me if I'm tripping. Did Cassidy or did Cassidy not dunk on Arsenal? Tell me if I'm tripping. Like I told y'all, man, I was watching the battle between Cassidy and Hitman once again, reading the comments because of y'all. And as I was reading the comments, I noticed that there was a lot of people saying Cassidy was very entertaining and Cassidy was comical. That's modern day battle rap. So I don't get what the fuck DAYLYT is saying, man. I really don't. But I get why DAYLYT is saying it. There's a lot of people that came to me and was saying, hey, Double R, you know DAYLYT had Cassidy winning. I mean, DAYLYT had Cassidy winning every time, even when Cassidy did not win. DAYLYT had Cassidy beating everybody. And I'm going to tell y'all something because I know a lot of y'all don't know shit. Y'all don't know the behind the scenes shit. But DAYLYT and Cassidy, they talk on a personal level. Like Cassidy have, like a lot of these dudes, and I agree with Cassidy and Jag when they say that. A lot of these dudes was out here going against Cassidy and pushing narratives on him at the beginning. But a lot of these dudes was fucking with Cassidy behind the scenes the whole time though. They was cool with him behind the scenes the whole time. It's just that a lot of people are mad because Hitman didn't go in there and represent the battle rap culture in the right way. Everybody is still salty about that face-off. So everybody is starting to align themselves with Cassidy. And this is what Cassidy wanted the whole time. Not that Cassidy was crazy. Not that Cassidy showed massive improvement. But because Cassidy finally did what the fuck we've been telling him to do for the past 2 or 3 battles. But Cassidy is still being booed at every event. Cassidy is still not living up from his 5 to a 10. Cassidy is still talking that talk, but ain't completely walking that walk. These are all facts. These are all facts. Like, you gotta understand, a lot of these niggas is friends, they cool and shit like that on a personal level. So they gon', like politicians do, they gon' watch each other back. They gon' scratch each other back. Some of them hitting each other from the back. It's like, nah, let me stop. But this wind starting to get crazy again, man. But yeah, like I'm listening to DAYLYT talk, but I understand that it's DAYLYT, not just because him and Cassidy and Jag and all them cool. They talk on a personal level about other shit than just battle rap, right? But I understand it's a business, you feel me? And this is why I'm saying that they're no different than the battlers. The battlers just trying to find their way. And this is what I don't like about our community, is that you have people doing the same thing. That's just like I'm gonna give y'all an analogy, right? That's just like how I hear people in the hood talking about, yeah, that's why you poor, that's why you this, and that's why you that. That's why you ain't got shit. That's why you dirty. That's why you dusty. And I'm looking at this shit, and I'm like, all you motherfuckers live in Section 8 apartments. It's a big ass circle of low income housing. All of you motherfuckers receive some form of benefits. So why y'all sitting up there trying to separate yourselves, divide yourselves, or act like you're better than the next person when all of y'all are pretty much living in the same fucking environment? That's how I look at this whole shit with DAYLYT and all that. It's looking like the windy city of DC, man. Been out the loop. Jay Lanu said I've been out the loop. Only thing that hit my radar is 40 Cal's daughter going missing. Yeah, prayers to 40 Cal, man, daughter. She done gone missing and stuff like that, man. Hope the Most High, you know, we already know. We already know. But yeah, man. Kadeem Alexander said he befriended Mook. You talking about Cassidy? He befriended Mook so he wouldn't die. Kadeem Alexander said, "I'm not watching shit that nigga involved in. Hitman won, automatic L." I mean, that's already understood. Jay Lanu said, "Which one? What you mean, which one?" Shadow said, "Good, man. Going to die in my workout later." Yeah, but At the end of the day, man, Daylyt, Jag, and Cassidy is the same. They're the same. And what I'm sensing is it's about to be like on some like it already was on some WWE shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it was already on some WWE shit, but it's really about to get on some real like Monday Night Raw, Friday Night SmackDown shit. You know what I'm saying? Where the battle rappers, like, you know, the regular battle rappers and, you know, Daylyt and Cassidy, niggas with names and shit like that, Jag, niggas is gonna be going against each other. And that contradicts everything Cassidy is talking about bringing the culture back. How you bringing the culture back, but you still trying shit on the culture's finest? You see what I'm saying? That's gonna start some shit, man. Like all the top niggas in the culture. And I know a clown gonna probably say, well, you know, how you know that's why Cassidy linking up with all the top niggas in the culture. I mean, it's really what you would perceive the top niggas in the culture. You feel me? It's who you would what you would perceive the top niggas in the culture. Jag is not the top nigga in the culture. Daylyt might be one of the best, but he's not the top nigga in the culture. He's not. You see what I'm saying? Cassidy is only, you know, one of the biggest name, the biggest name in the culture because he's Cassidy, because of what he did in the past. So I just don't. I can sense a lot of fucking conflict and shit going on. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a conflict of interest. Because at the end of the day, how are you going to try to separate yourself from the pack when you're no different than a fucking pack? You're no different. Like I'm talking about Daylyt and all them. They're no different. Daylyt did the antics and all that shit. He did all that shit, man. Jag was up there having niggas laughing, performing, doing all that shit. Niggas ain't really came with the real bars like we used to seeing from them. We haven't seen the real Jag yet. We haven't seen the real. We've seen the real Daylyt. We've seen the real Daylyt, but Daylyt been battling long enough to where as though like we gonna see it. We still haven't seen the real Cassidy yet. So why are you trying to act like? And that's why I want to ask them. Why are you trying to act like you so much better than all of the rest? Like you Michael Jordan or something like that. Like you LeBron James, Stephen Curry. Like y'all niggas is the superstars of battle rap of today. Jag is still an unknown, unproven commodity. Cassidy is still an unproven commodity. Again, known off of his past accolades. Daylyt, we don't know because he's too inconsistent. We don't know whether we're going to get antics or whether he's going to actually start rapping. And Daylyt laughs so damn much and trolls so damn much that we don't know. We honestly don't know. Y'all not going to get the real nowhere else, man. Y'all not going to get it nowhere else. Steven Burke said Cass has really brought battle rap back though. Battle rap back where? Listen, battle rap back where? Explain that to me. I wish we was doing on call joints. Explain that to me. Where's Cassidy brought battle rap back yet? Explain that, because anybody could say anything and just roll the fuck out when they don't have an answer. Shadow Assassin said Cass doing the same shit everyone else is doing. Facts. And going through. Facts. To me, Daylyt is the one that has done things as far as performance goes. His bars have been nice when he's not fucking off. Yeah. These are all facts. So, like, I was just watching this shit, and I'm like, hold on. Like, are they really trying to, like, act like they just, like, the cream of the crop of battle rap? Like, that's really tell the real story. Really tell, again, Jag is still unknown, unproven. I'm talking about as far as the Mooks, the Lux, the Harlows, the Clips. Jag is still unknown and unproven. Cassidy is still unfucking proven. He showed glimpses every now and then. just to get the people talking, but he still hasn't had a complete showing. And he's been headlining every fucking event. Shadow said, I give Cass this. Made face-offs. Yes. But see, there's no need to even bring that up because that's already understood. As far as the promo in general, the promo period, Cassidy is the best. He's the greatest in battle rap history with the promo. Salute the Shadow Assassin, man, for the donation. Anybody else want to donate, feel free. And it was so funny, right? Speaking of donation, it was funny because people was like, oh yeah, Double R, you just doing videos and using Cassidy names for donation. At the end of the day, Cassidy is using everybody else's name and not performing up to the level of expectations. These battle rappers been using all of our fucking money. They've been using our money and not giving us what we want in return. Giving us half-ass fucking material, half-ass performance, choking, fucking up. Fucking exactly, Double R. Come on, man. Y'all niggas is so quick to defend these idols, man. When you ever going to try to figure out where you supposed to be in that equation? Where you supposed to be at? Or you just going to just sit back and continue to let a motherfucker monopolize off you? Gooseby, what's up, bro? Gooseby, what's up with you, champ? How you feeling? But I'm sitting up here watching this DAYLYT and Jag and Cassidy and all this shit, man. And I ain't gonna lie to you. This stuff been kind of in the works because when I used to have talks and stuff with Jag and with Cassidy, they was talking about the Go Gang shit. And, you know, when I asked Cassidy why he didn't start up his own battle rap league, he said, man, why would he do that when he pretty much run battle rap? And that is a lie. And I hear a lot of people running with that narrative too. Like Cassidy is running battle rap. At the end of the day, last time I checked, Cassidy is not getting the same type of money that Smack and them are getting as far as, you know, running the league. Cassidy's name is not associated with the niggas that run these leagues. Cassidy is a battle rapper. He's a battle rapper. Yes, he's a legend. He's a legend in the hip hop game. Cassidy is out here fooling the people. That's a fact. But only the real and people like DAYLYT always talk about your third eye, using your third eye and all this shit. Okay, DAYLYT, the same could be said for you. The same could be said towards you. We using our third eye to see right through y'all bullshit. Right through y'all crap. And that's the problem, man. And that's why I made a promise to myself, like, I'm going to get back to what I originally came to this shit for. Not the idol worship, not the fanboy out, but to call that shit how it is, man. Like, you can't separate yourself. That's just like, this is essentially what DAYLYT, Jag, and Cassidy and all of them is doing, right? That's like you and your homeboy then went on Jux. Just scamming, doing all type of illegal shit. But y'all get into an argument one day, and he started talking like you the Jux guy. You the stick up kid. Like you the fucked up nigga. Separating himself from what y'all done together. That's essentially what Jag and them is doing. They separating themselves from what all of them motherfuckers pretty much did. They all was performing. They all was scamming, taking people money, coming with lackluster performances, not living up to the fucking hype. All of them niggas at some point didn't give the fans their money's worth. Took our money. And if I was a really cruddy nigga, I know some shit about them niggas that y'all don't even know. And I have respect for them, you know, to the point where I won't, you know, expose that shit. But I'm gonna tell you this, and I mean this shit. Y'all know whatever I say, I mean it. These niggas ain't what you think they are, man. And if you think these niggas is what I think they is, then you right on point. So you're saying Cass not helping the culture. But I want you to answer my question though. Before I continue to answer your questions or proceed to answer your questions, I want you to answer mine though. Answer my first initial question. What is Cassidy doing though? What has he done? What has he done? Since you say Cassidy is making a change in the culture, what has he done? And please don't give me, oh, the culture is lit with Cassidy around. Of course the culture is going to be lit with Cassidy around. Because Cassidy is really the only celebrity. He's the only fucking celebrity. The battle rap culture is going to be lit if Eminem decide to come in here. The battle rap culture is going to be lit if any celebrity decide. If Kendrick Lamar decide he want to jump in this motherfucker. If Drake decide, like niggas was hype over Drake putting up that 100K. Niggas was hype over Drake telling Mook if he was to beat Surf, he would battle him. And Drake never had intentions on battling. People was hype over the thought of Jadakiss coming in the battle rap, of Lloyd Banks coming in the battle rap. Niggas was hype over Remy Ma and Pat Poose. It's just so people double this shit because it's Cassidy, because Cassidy is the only celebrity. Cassidy is a big fish in the puddle. Yeah. Exactly. He's a big fish in the puddle. That's just like what back with the WCW days, man. Since niggas want to go with this wrestling thing. That's back in the WCW days. When fucking when Paul Heyman told Goldberg that he was a big fish in a small pond. When Goldberg was with WCW and he came on over to WWF, told him you was a big fish in a small pond, man. Come over here with the real killers. And let's be honest, since we want to talk about real killers, DAYLYT hasn't battled, or if he did, won against real killers. Let's be honest. Answer me this. Answer me this. What real killer has DAYLYT won against? Tell me a real killer that DAYLYT has beat. Let's talk this real talk, man. These niggas scared to jump on my live. They jump on this live, they already know they gonna make me famous. DAYLYT killed Tay-Rock. Tay-Rock is not a real killer. Come again. Come again. Smash the like button. Tay-Rock is not a real killer. Come on now. A real killer, I'm gonna tell y'all what a real killer is. A real killer is somebody that DAYLYT or one of these dudes is battling that you like, okay, this is a 50-50 battle. I can't call it. DAYLYT and fucking Tay-Rock was never a 50-50 battle. We knew DAYLYT and Tay-Rock was we knew DAYLYT was gonna beat Tay-Rock before that battle was even fucking announced. Stop playing. Stop playing. Rock does not do well against elite because Tay-Rock is not an elite. Tay-Rock is pushed to be an elite because he's a smack guy. I've been telling y'all that shit forever. He's been pushed to be the face and he's been pushed to be elite because he rapped that gun bar shit and people can relate to it. I kept telling y'all Tay-Rock is not elite, K.O.T.D is not elite, DNA is not elite. It's levels. So again, I asked the question, what killer has DAYLYT beaten? Because the niggas that he battles that was killers, he lost to. DAYLYT lost to B Magic. DAYLYT lost to Pat Stay. DAYLYT arguably lost to Charlie Clips or had a debatable. So who actually was a killer that he beat? We could make an argument that when DAYLYT faced the killer, DAYLYT is battle rap's version of Mike Tyson. Nigga whole career has been hyped up over bums. And when they stepped up to face real competition, they lost or got their ass knocked out. Valid question. I know. Like I told y'all, man, I ain't talking unless that shit is pure facts. Because here's the thing. I know people can't dispute. They can't refute real facts, though. They can't get around real facts. That's why I said I don't give a fuck how good Eminem is and how great he is at putting words together and how much of a barsmith he is and wordsmith. I don't care. At the end of the day, Eminem will never be able to fuck with, as far as from a substance standpoint, Eminem would never be able to fuck with Pop. He would never be able to fuck with Nas. He would never be able to fuck with Scarface. From a substance standpoint. From saying some shit that actually fucking matters. That people actually can take in their lives and make something of themselves with. And I hate perpetrating ass niggas like DAYLYT, like Jag, like Cassidy, that's going around taking credit and acting like they did all of this shit that they did not do. Or at least yet. That's just like, man, I be watching a lot of these dudes that be dudes that been to jail and they be talking about prison and all that shit. And you know, like Jay Lanu and all of my deep thinkers out there, Shadow, like we could see through the bullshit. You see what I'm saying? We could see through all the exterior, interior bullshit. Niggas be out here taking credit for other niggas' war stories and shit, man. Like I'm very disappointed because to think that I had defended this shit for so long, just to realize the whole time that these niggas that seem like haters or were haters were actually right though. You know it's fucked up when haters are actually right. Like 3 Letterman was saying Cassidy was delusional. He was absolutely right. Now I'm convinced, I'm thoroughly convinced that 5,002-0 shit and all these battles he won is some bullshit. Chilla Jones. He said he beat Chilla Jones. Okay. This version of Chilla Jones or the old version of Chilla Jones? Did he beat the old version of Chilla Jones or the scorching hot version? Because the past version of Chilla Jones was decent, but he wasn't this Chilla Jones. This Chilla Jones is a killer. DAYLYT didn't beat this version of Chilla Jones. I'm 100% positive with that one. Shadow said, I mean, take DAYLYT is taken. He said, I mean, take DAYLYT is taken as serious if he came with that fire pan on if he came with that fire pan on everyone, it would be no discussion and still talk a story and reach the crowd instead of throwing a battle. But see, that wasn't really my question though. Like that wasn't really the point. The point is DAYLYT, Cassidy, and all of them are trying to separate themselves from the rest, and they're no different than the rest. And in all actuality, they're actually beneath the rest. Like, are we actually going to say, battle rap wise, Cassidy is better than T-Top? Are we going to actually say that battle rap wise, DAYLYT had accomplished more than Verb? Are we actually going to say battle rap wise, Jag, since he wanted to talk about Rum Nitty, has did anything close to what Rum Nitty did and is fully capable of beating Rum Nitty? I wouldn't doubt that Jag is capable of beating him, but you still got to do it. I don't even believe Jag received the call from the URL yet. So why are you trying to separate yourself or make yourself better? And I don't even want to hear that shit that, well, I'm cool with these dudes. Like, we all cool. We all this and we all that. I'm not one of these dumbass fans that just gonna go whatever you niggas talk about. So please tell me who is a killer for you. Who the best battle rappers for you? DAYLYT lost to Clips. He said he clearly smoked him. No, he didn't clearly smoke him. I said DAYLYT either lost the clips or it was a debatable. Ain't no way in hell DAYLYT smoked clips. I watched that battle like 3 or 4 times. He did not smoke clips. You out your mind. Come again. Haters usually aren't under the spell. Yeah. Yeah. But they get labeled haters. We get labeled haters because they want us under the spell. They want us under that shit, man. Jag can't do no wrong. Cassidy can't do no wrong. DAYLYT is invincible. Come on, man. That's bullshit. That statement alone is complete and utter bullshit. So I'm supposed to forget that DAYLYT came in here doing all these fucking antics and shit like that. After he felt like personally the crowd wasn't really rocking with his intricate shit. Like you couldn't even be real enough to stick to what you originally came in here for and came in here with. But niggas want to always talk real and talk like they the Mount Rushmore and top tier. Same with Cassidy. Cassidy was so real and he's shaking up the culture and all of this shit. But he going with the flow though. He going with the flow. All I've been hearing is how funny Cassidy is. We seen in that battle. Sit up here and act like that was vintage Cassidy that we seen against Hitman. Even the biggest detractors of mine would admit that Cassidy ain't nowhere near the vintage Cassidy. Nowhere near it. Smash the like button. Let me see. Get the speaker say to agree. Cassidy won nowhere near the amount of battles. Nope. Cassidy hasn't done nowhere near the amount of shit that he said he was going to do. Cassidy haven't even done 40%, 30% of the shit that he said he was going to do. You can't trust a nigga like that. You can't trust somebody that say they going to do. And that's the problem with me. That's the problem that I have. Is that people are actually giving Cassidy passes for shit that they wouldn't normally give to nobody else. And that shit is so fucking unfair. Steven Burke said Meek, the one who gave him that 5,000 and 0 when he had an interview with Funk Flex. Meek though? Hey, y'all make this shit too easy, man. Meek. Like really? Do y'all really want me to go there? Meek? Meek. That's the best you got, bruh. Meek. Okay, let's continue, man. Jay Leno, these dudes coming in the chat with their panties in the bunch, talking all about someone hating when Kaz gets fucking booed. What killer or fire battler gets booed every fucking match? I don't know one. I don't know one. Y'all can hate me all y'all want. You can hate me now, but I won't stop now. You can't dispute. I'm okay. You can't dispute the facts. You cannot dispute the facts. You cannot run away from them. Well, you can run away from them. You can run. You can hide. But the facts is still gonna remain the facts. That's why I love talking factual, actual factuals, because you can't run away from yourself. You can't run away from yourself. The best thing is to go ahead and face the shit, so you can become and take accountability, so you can become what you want to become. But see, these dudes ain't real like they claim they are. They not real enough to do that. They have the nuts and the balls to do that. See, they got the nuts and the nerve and the gall to come out here and perpetrate and act like they doing some shit that they not. But they don't have the guts and the statistical fortitude to actually do and put the work in so that they can accomplish the things that they claim they want to accomplish and do. That's the problem with our community, is that people spend so much time being fake. You spend so much time being fake, acting like something that you're not. That the time that you spend being fake, you could be actually using that time to actually become what you want to become. Women putting on pounds of makeup, putting on body shapers and shit like that. Niggas out here wearing fake ass Gucci belts, wearing fake ass rollies and chains and all that shit. Niggas out here fake mean mugging. Niggas out here fake, got a whole bunch of war stories and, back in my day, I was this and I was that. But what the fuck are you now? See, that's my thing when it regards these so-called legends. So you could talk about, oh yeah, I did this, and what are you now, though? What are you now? And I still need that answer, champ. What has Cassidy done for the culture? See, that's what these clowns do, man. They run. They run. They run. When they ain't got an answer, when they ain't got a counter, they run. You'll never be able to have a counter. You'll never be able to have a counter because you don't keep it real. Ain't no best. That's a fact. I think chess is a killer. I think chess can be a killer at times. And that's another thing. That's another reason why, people like Cassidy and DAYLYT and them can never put themselves on a pedestal like that. Because one, it's disrespectful to the people that actually put in the work. It's disrespectful. And I don't even feel like Lux and Mook and them should be in the Mount Rushmore because they too inconsistent as far as, taking battles. But they're definitely way beyond Jag, Cassidy, and fucking DAYLYT. Way beyond that. And to answer your question, who I feel like a killer is, I feel like Danny a killer. I feel like Verb a killer. I feel like John is a killer. I feel like Clips can be a killer when he want to. I even feel like Twerk can be a killer when he ain't out here choking and killing his own self. I feel like Briz is a killer when he ain't out here being a bitch. Who else? I feel like Swave can be a killer. Chilla is a killer. Who else? B-Dot is a killer. Like Geechee is a killer. We can do this all day. Av could be a killer. We could do this shit all day long. Who else? Hey Rob, you think that Nas can come in the battle rap and get Cass the fuck up out of here? I mean, Cassidy is doing enough of that to himself. See, this is what people don't understand. Smash the like button. This is what people don't understand, right? It's a time and a place for everything. This is so-called Cassidy time, man. You never have longevity. You never get longevity from shucking and jiving. You never get longevity from shucking and jiving and sneaking and hiding. Because where was this energy at when Cassidy lost to 40% Arsenal? That's the question I want to ask. Where was this energy at when Jag had that poor ass showing against 40 Cal? Where was that energy at then? Where was all this energy at when DAYLYT was out here doing all this, playing all the semantics and doing all the antics? Where was all this energy at then? You have a crazy battle against Tay-Rock. You actually show up, and then you got so much shit to say. You going in, bombing in all these leagues. You feel like you just the Don Dada. You have one great fucking battle in recent memory against somebody that I don't feel never was that great, and Tay-Rock. And now all of a sudden you just... It's ego, people. It's ego, man. That's why it makes sense that Cassidy and Jag and them is linking up. Because Jag battled Old Red. Old Red already was never that great on the big stage. Old Red already was just filler, bomb, filler, bomb, filler. Come on, man. Like, we got to stop this. Cassidy showed a little glimpse against Hitman and still lost. And niggas is acting like he did something crazy. That battle was trash. Jag and fucking Red, that battle was trash on both sides. Fucking Lush won. He went to sleep. Lush one went to sleep. This is all facts. He went to sleep. Cass said he was going to destroy this and that and didn't do shit. Facts. How is that hating? That's what I want to know, bruh. That's what I want to know. Cassidy, like, I'ma spit this and that, and it was doo-doo. How was that changing the culture? I already know what they doing, though. Like, it's a lot of people, and this is why I was surprised that Hitman had allowed Cassidy to get up under his skin. Because Hitman called it. He called it, and I was calling it way before Hitman was calling it. He said, man, the only thing I'm afraid of is that Cassidy is going to come here doing slightly better. If you ask me, a lot better, because any little bit better than what he did against Arsenal is a lot better. And dudes was going to amplify that shit, man. That's what he said. Cassidy do a little bit better than what he did in his prior battles. They going to amplify it. And that's exactly what the fuck they doing. They doing more. Amplifying is an understatement. They actually putting Cassidy in a conversation with battling JC. Like, I was listening to people say, now it's time for Cassidy to get a nigga with a pen. No, it's not the time. It was never the time. And it still ain't. Unless you want to see him die. Unless you want to actually see him die, let Cassidy keep on taking these safe-ass battles against performers so y'all niggas can go to the bars. And that's the problem that I have. And I was telling Carlos that shit yesterday. The problem that I have is that these niggas can sit up here and laugh and say, oh, Hitman ain't got no bars. See, I ain't down with the fuckery. Hitman ain't got no bars. And y'all laughing this shit at Cassidy and joking. But then after the battle, y'all say, well, Hitman didn't have bars. What bars did he have? What bars did he have? Oh, I thought before the battle he didn't have no bars. But now because it's Cassidy and Cassidy still haven't shown up, where's the bars? Niggas is stupid, man. And stealing bars. Gifted Speaker said Jag need to step it up. And I agree. Cass still lost to Hitman. Come on, man. You agree because you're a real nigga, man. You ain't with the fake shit. Like, see, it got to take a level of fakeness. It got to take a level of fakeness, man, for you to sit up there and act like you didn't see something that you clearly saw. Like, I seen improvement, but we've been seeing improvement from Cassidy. Like, this is what I want to ask y'all, man. What has Cassidy done? Because I know all of the haters going to come in and get their little hot takes, their bullshit ass takes, because they not man enough to come on here and say nothing. That's why I respect all the people that come up on here, all of the people that jumped in on my live phone calls and shit like that. I respect y'all, because at least y'all got the balls to get up on there and speak your piece. But the rest of these clowns, what they do is they'll listen to what I'm saying, listen to my live, they won't smash the like button, they hit the dislike button, and then after the fucking live, these niggas are coming here and comment like a bunch of girls. Because you know what I'm saying is all facts. And you know what Cassidy is saying is all cap. Ghost Click said, that's why I rock with all those battlers collabing with Cass. Because although Cass be lying and delusional, at least this movement will show real killers that Cass claim he's among. DAYLYT, Geechee, that's a fact. Hey, Ghost Click, just for that, man, I gotta moderate you, champ. I usually don't. I gotta be careful with this shit, but I like that real talk right there. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, man. As you know, the haters is trying to cancel me. Make sure y'all like these videos, man, to counter the haters. The haters. Make sure y'all listen to all my fucking videos and really Tune out the haters, zone out the haters, and fucking hit the like button, man. That go a long way. Cause the Cassidy cult is in full effect. The CCM, Cassidy cult members, they in full effect. Salute to Jay Lanu, man, for bringing that name to the forefront. The CCM. Y'all man built females. Y'all man built females don't like when Cass the shadow. Y'all man built females don't like when Cass get out on blast for these mediocres or get put on blast for these mediocre performances. And y'all eating it up. Yeah, and they also eating up Cassidy. They also dig eating Cassidy. Don't forget that one. Jason Turner said Cassidy beat Hitman and wasn't even his best. That's why Hitman is in hiding doing no interviews. That is straight up false. That is straight up false. And it's delusion. And I'm going to tell you why Hitman is in hiding. Hitman is in hiding because Hitman knew that this shit was going to happen. Like I told y'all before, it's no secret that it don't matter how Cassidy perform. It don't matter whether Cassidy win, lose, get dirty 30. It don't matter. Smash the like button. Cassidy and his fans is going to say he won regardless. Cassidy and his fans tried to claim that he beat Arsenal. But that shit didn't go the way they expected it to. So they had to swallow that pill. But there's a lot of people out here that's like, okay, what Arsenal say? I mean, that was a draw. They both lost. So you want to try to find a way to get Cassidy a draw. Listen to how pathetic that shit sounds. Nigga has one of his worst, if not his worst performances in his hometown, where they gave him ample opportunity to get that shit together. And he still wasn't able to. And y'all still trying to find a way to save this nigga. Y'all pathetic, man. Y'all are pathetic. And the reason why I feel like that's some pathetic shit is because if we could put this same type of energy into saving the youth, if we could put this same type of energy into the shit that would be fruitful for the black community, the so-called black community, then we'd be a lot better off. If niggas would put the same energy that they put into these idols, that's scamming them, that's scamming us and fucking us over, into building their fucking communities and building up their households, this shit'd be a lot better. But y'all too interested in making another motherfucker wealthy and building up their fucking households. Jay Lanu. Y'all niggas laughing. What y'all laughing for? Shadow said that Cass shit on a plate and covered it in powdered sugar and told you it was funnel cake. Y'all would eat it up. That's how delusional. No bullshit. Goozy said Cass and Hitman both lost. That's a fact. That's a fact. Jason Turner, Hitman is nowhere to be found. It's obvious he lost the battle. I mean, okay, since we want to go that route, let's say that's the case. Hey, Jason Turner, let's say that's the case right there. Let's say that's why Hitman is hiding, because he felt like he lost the battle, low key. Okay, what would be the reason? Hear me out now. Don't run away from this one. What would be the reason for Cassidy hiding against after Arsenal battle? What would be the reason for Cassidy going into his room and getting on that beat machine? What would be the reason for that? What would be the reason for Cassidy going on a month and a half, damn near 2-month hiatus? Is that because he lost? He felt like he lost? Let's keep that same energy now. You know it's fucked up when you in a society that is hard and it's difficult for people to do the bare minimum. We in a society where all we ask is for people to be considerate of others. And people can't even do that. People can't even do the fucking bare minimum. Show people respect. Let people have their opinion. We gotta shove our fucking opinions on everybody else. We gotta come follow other people on their platforms and try to fucking degrade them. The CCM, man, they in full effect. Yeah, Cassidy is improving, but these dudes are reaching when they say that Cass won. That's a fact. They capping. These niggas is Tay rocking, man. They Tay rocking out here. They capping. And they definitely reaching if they say he 30 hit man. Cassidy did not win the battle. Cassidy lost. He lost the battle. And even if you say, well, Hitman didn't really do that good, okay, but don't be out here acting like Cassidy was crazy, man. Because if that's the case, then the battle would actually be better than what people are saying it was. People are saying that battle as a whole was trash. Let me see. Salute the gifted speaker, man. You definitely are a gifted speaker. The Shadow One said Cass been garbage since he been new. Oh, you said Cass been garbage since he been here and still talking. How is that any better? That I like getting that like getting your ass whooped and still talking shit. Bitch, you lost. Yeah. That's Cassidy. That's Cassidy though. Like I told you, man. That's the definition of delusion though. And that is a female trait. Delusion and not taking accountability, that is a female trait. But see, niggas want to talk about how they so real and how the battle rappers ain't this and the battle rappers ain't that and the battle rappers need to improve on this and the battle rappers need to improve on that, conveniently glossing over all of your flaws. Conveniently glossing over all of your past poor showings. Conveniently glossing over the fact that you haven't lived up to even 30-40% of your expectations. I remember some clowns used to come at me about Cassidy and be like, yeah, double R, you know, are you mad because Cassidy didn't live up to your expectations? My expectations. Was I the one saying that I was over Lux and over Moo? Was I the one saying that I was God tier? Was I the one that was saying I was gonna go from a 5 to a 10? I'm interested. Was I the one saying I'm gonna shake this shit up? Was I the one saying the science? And niggas gotta catch on to the science. It's funny how Cassidy wanted to get people to catch on to that bullshit ass science. Now people are actually getting caught on to his bullshit. People are actually being okay with his bullshit. You know why they okay with it? Because you're actually submitting to them, Cassidy. You're actually submitting to the modern day battle rap. And that was my whole point of this video. I'm gonna answer a few more questions, read a few more comments, and then I'm out, ski. That's my whole point of this video, man, is that these niggas is no different. So stop faking. Please. It takes a real motherfucker to ask niggas like them to stop faking without being a fanboy. I think they gonna reach out to more guys like Lux, B-Dot, Chilla, Avert, JC, etc. They should make a tournament and to show Cassidy gratitude. They should force him to battle too with everyone. That'll never happen. You know why that won't happen? And make sure y'all hold y'all water when I tell y'all this. You know why that won't happen? Take an educated guess. Take a good guess why that won't happen. You know why that won't happen. That won't happen because Cassidy is going to hide behind the money. Cassidy can be like, oh, these niggas don't make enough money to battle me. If these niggas made all this money, all this crazy ass money that you know that they don't make, how the fuck can you say in one sentence that these niggas ain't really making no money, they ain't really doing nothing, and then ask these niggas for all this money to battle you? That's one of the biggest duck tactics ever. Well, the Rum Nitty got the money. I battle Rum Nitty tonight if he got the money. Yeah, you gonna battle Rum Nitty and you gonna ride off into the sunset even if you get destroyed. Like people are caught on to you, Cassidy. People are caught on. Even if you get destroyed by Rum Nitty, you still gonna go around talking about people just don't understand. What was that? Who sung? Whose song was that? When they said there's no need to argue, parents just don't understand. That's Cassidy ass. There's no need to argue, people just don't understand. Cassidy gonna be like, man, yeah, he put up the money. I'ma really show up. I'ma really crush this nigga. Okay. Like the other 100 times you said you was gonna do some shit that you ain't do. Right. I get it. You gonna take this nigga money and you gonna act as if you actually won when you didn't. Rum Nitty could just 30 this nigga, bar this nigga to death, punch this nigga head off. And Cassidy gonna still act like he won. Well, all he was doing was punching. I'm hip to your game, Cassidy. All he was doing was punching. He didn't, I was versatile. I was doing all this. Yeah, you was versatile, but it was versatile shit. It was versatile garbage. And it's pissing me off because it's giving me flashbacks of growing up in the fucking dope fiend alcoholic household. Not household, but family. And hearing the fucking schemes and the tactics and shit like that. It's just bringing me back to those days when I was young. And my uncle would be like, man, nephew, I got these brand new pair of Timberlands. You walk halfway down the street and the motherfuckers bust. I get this brand new sweatsuit. Brand new Gucci jump. Brand new pair of Jordans. You walking past niggas laughing, talking about, oh, those the fake Jordans. That's what Cassidy give me, that type of vibe. Selling people a fucking dream. My aunt talking about she used to hang out at fucking Sugar Ray Leonard crib and used to go to the movies and kick it with Shaq and all that. That's what Cassidy give me. He give me those dope fiend vibes. Selling a false perception to make yourself seem bigger than what the fuck you are. But the problem, see, here's the thing. Everything was fine and dandy when Cassidy could say, well, he battled over 5,000 some odd people, right? And there was no proof of it. But now that we have the proof of what Cassidy is actually doing, it's very hard for Cassidy and his fans to sell bullshit. It's getting hard to sell bullshit. And it's only going to get harder from here. It's only going to get harder from here. He brought more attention to the culture. So did Lux. So did Mook. So did Hitman. Like I told y'all, that's the same as my wife saying, well, I wash the dishes. Well, I clean up. I mean, that's a woman's job. And I mean, you live with me. Oh, I work. I mean, that's something that you would need to do whether you was with me or not. So, come again. You feel me? Like, come again, man. I'm getting bored. I got receipts that bars were stolen too. I got receipts that talking points were stolen. I got receipts that my talking points were stolen and flipped around. We could make a whole fucking edit and upload a video of Cassidy stealing shit. We could make a whole video and edit of Cassidy contradicting himself. Because Cassidy lost against Arsenal. Right, Gilly voice. Jason Turner said, how did Cassidy lose the battle? What did Hitman say? I'll tell you that when you tell me what Cassidy said. So y'all fucking with the right one. I ain't one of these niggas that y'all could use the same talking points. And that's what y'all dudes don't understand. You'll never be able to fuck with me with this shit. Because y'all niggas, all of y'all are using the same talking points. Let me find out that the battle rap community actually have a fun house. Because see, y'all want to talk about the battle rappers sharing, coming together, clicking up, sharing the same bars and shit together. But y'all niggas using the same talking points. Y'all all using the same talking points. And it's not just the same talking point with this particular scenario, with Hitman. These are the same talking points Period. Well, what bars did the other guy have? Meanwhile, you conveniently acting like you didn't hear or see all of the bullshit that Cassidy was rapping. That's how you know when a nigga is biased, when they can't acknowledge and break down and critique the nigga who they trying to protect. But they always talking about the nigga that they're trying to protect, opponent, and what they did or what they didn't do. That's bias. That's fucking exactly double R. If that's the case, Arsenal beat Cass into making a mixtape. Who the fuck dies? If that's the case, Good made Cassidy do a fucking song right after the goddamn battle. Who the fuck dies that? Who the fuck does that? I guess what you meant to say. If that logic applies to Cass beating Hitman. Yeah. Kadeem, nigga was stealing bars. He talk about nigga was stealing bars. Gives the speaker said Cassidy was talking mad stuff and hate to be called out. Hey, I was listening to a Cassidy interview. I don't know who that was with, but I was listening to an interview. Maybe it was yesterday or day before yesterday, and Cassidy said something to the contrary of, "I'm a veteran, but I'm a rookie at the same time." He said, "I'm a veteran, but I'm a rookie." I said, "What?" Not Mr. God 10. But see, he'll never admit it. He'll never actually come out and take accountability and say, "Man, I wasn't really good. I wasn't as good as I wanted to be or as I thought I was gonna be." He ain't that much of a real nigga. See, it's just like proving that you love somebody. You prove that you're a real nigga by your actions, not by your words, not by what you say. Anybody can holler, "I'm a real nigga," to the top of their lungs. Still got to prove it. Cassidy Duck Moot back in the day, if I'm not mistaken. Hey, I ain't gonna really even get into that, but I always kind of felt that way. I always kind of felt like Cassidy was throwing out that money. And see, I know a lot of his fans, because they're gonna try to find a way to try to protect Cassidy. I'm not saying this is entirely true, but I always used to get the feeling that Cassidy didn't think he could beat Mook back in the day, so he would always raise up. Like that's the typical tactic though. When you don't want to battle nobody or you don't want to face nobody, they do that in boxing, they do that in basketball, football. Like, I mean, not in football because you gotta face your opponent, but any sport like boxing and shit like that, or any sport where you kind of like exclusive, where you can kind of like roam and do your own thing and pick and choose who the fuck you want to fight. They do that and all that shit. Like they'll say, well, how much money does he make? How much credibility do we have? At the end of the day, are you in here for the credibility or the money, or are you in here to be the best? It's easy for niggas to talk that, I want to be the best shit. But again, that is an action word. Love is an action word. Realness is an action word. Being the greatest is an action word. When Muhammad Ali shout out, I'm the greatest, he had to continue to prove that, to leave that stamp that people's minds forever. When Floyd said nobody could beat me, he had to continue to prove that. See, now we in a society where people can try to align themselves or attempt to align themselves with those type of names, but not even close put in the type of work that them dudes put into to get that staple. I look at a motherfucker like Kevin Samuels, and I feel like Kevin Samuels is more of a man, is more real than Cassidy, Jag, DAYLYT combined. Kevin Samuels is more of a man than them niggas combined, because he's actually out here making a difference. He's actually out here telling niggas get in shape. He actually out here telling bitches the truth about theyself. He actually out here putting in the footwork, putting in the time, walking it how he talking it. He's not out here using his reputation as a stage. Yeah, a realist by definition. Yeah. That's the word. That's the word, gifted speaker. Strategic. And what did Cassidy and Jag always say? What do they always say? I'm a strategist. I'm strategic. Yeah, you are. You are. You are for yourself. It's all starting to make sense. What DAYLYT say against Tay-Rock? It's all starting to make sense. It's all starting to make sense, man. Niggas is for self, man. Like I said, Kevin Samuels is more of a fucking man, more of a fucking role model than Jag, Cassidy, and DAYLYT combined, man. Combined. Them niggas ain't put in nowhere near the work that Kevin Samuels put in. Nowhere near the work that these dudes that's out here pushing red pill talk, and these dudes is out here, you know, giving people life lessons and shit like that. My cousin got a channel. Go subscribe to my cousin channel, man. K.O.T.D Kareem, Lessons Learned. K.O.T.D Kareem, Lessons Learned, man. He helping the youth. He actually putting the footwork in, man. He actually giving people game about the life, not glorifying it, but letting people know that's not the route you want to go. He's more of a man, even though my cousin served time. He's more of a man than these niggas that's been out here on these streets. Because all these niggas do is sell false perceptions and they take niggas' money. But motherfuckers like my cousin, like Kevin Samuels, people out here really putting in work. Putting in that footwork. Putting in that time. Really genuine about this shit. You can ask anybody that know me. I'm going to leave the link in the description. It's called K.O.T.D Kareem, Lessons Learned. If you see it, the thimble, he got a tie on and I believe a white collar shirt. He dark skinned, got a bald head. He served 25 years in prison and he beat a life sentence. Word. Battling people in reality and removing themselves delusional, removing the self-delusional entitlement. Yep. I've been saying this shit for way too long, man. After that whole Cassidy run, man, and after all that shit, I promised myself, I said, man, I'm gonna start getting back to what I came in here for, man. And that's to actually shake this shit up. Not say I'm gonna do it and get down with the bullshit. And then after you done got down with the bullshit and got the people on your side. See, that's what Cassidy doing. Cassidy came in here and royally, psychologically fucked you niggas. He came in here and said he was gonna do all this shit, shake up the culture. He gonna bring the science. He gonna be innovative. Then he realized that bullshit didn't work because he really didn't put the time in to making it a reality. And then once he realized that the fans wasn't gonna rock, he started to rap his shit and cater his shit to the fans. Started to become like Tay-Rock and K.Shine and DNA and all these guys, writing your material to what the fans think instead of being an artiste. An artiste makes something out of nothing and the people follow. Like when you really think about it, Jaylando laughing. When you really think about it, this shit is sad, but it's hilarious too. Like really? Really? That's what you want? That's what you want people to model after? Come on now. Like, y'all lucky I got enough respect not to joan on these niggas, man. But that's what you want. That's what you want the kids to model. A nigga that's downing other battle rappers and shit to lift himself up. Meanwhile, he ain't no different than the battle rappers he talking about. I'm talking about Jag and them too. And motherfuckers that just sit in front of the camera and smoke all fucking day. That's what you teaching people. It's okay to smoke in front of the camera and sell false perceptions to the public. A lot of those dudes ain't even got to open up their mouth to contradict themselves. All they got to do is just put the camera on them. Just put the camera on these niggas. That's why I tell people, man, actions speak louder than words. Louder than words, very loud. Smash the like button, y'all. He said, shit bugged the fuck out. Yeah. Y'all already know where I'm going, man. These niggas is a poor example. C Mac in the building. What's up with you, C Mac? Yeah, we talking about this delusion going on in battle rap, man. That's what I should have titled this video. The delusional shit that goes on in battle rap. The delusional fuckery. I hear them dudes congregating together. I'm like, oh man, let me go ahead and do a video of this shit. Cassidy like, yeah. Cause see, this is the moment he been waiting for. This is the moment he always wanted. For everybody to look at. See, he couldn't do that. He called himself going to the URL, you know, trying to earn more respect than what smacking them get. He was unsuccessful with that because he wasn't able to translate that shit in the ring. So now, after he done failed a few times on the URL stage, he goes over to ARP and RBE. Still fucks up. Still, and I ain't talking about fucking up in the term of not coming prepared. I'm talking about fucking up in the term of, y'all already know what the fuck I'm talking about. I ain't gotta explain it. Y'all already know what the hell I'm talking about. So even though he still had lackluster performances on the other, so that goes to show you that it wasn't just the URL. So our theory was wrong about whether or not it was the URL crowd or it was Cassidy. It's no doubt that it's Cassidy. I think we all should know at this point, Cassidy has literally been on all the major platforms. Because remember, when he battled Disaster, he got booed the first night. And that was K.O.T.D. That was King of the Dot. And then he went to the garage, and the rest is history. You feel me? And then he went to the URL, and the rest is history. Got booed on it. Every battle. Even in his hometown. Then he went to RBE. Got booed on there. Had a lackluster showing. The people got behind him because he was able to get Hitman emotional in the face-off. Cassidy actually finally did what the fuck we told him to do and translated the face-off into the actual battle. That shit was good enough to get him past or get him by in the first round, which I still feel he lost. Or you could say debatable, however you want to look at it. But in the second and third, he got booed. In the third, he got booed horribly. And Hitman destroyed him in the third. These are all facts. But the battle as a whole was just lackluster as fuck. And it was typical Cassidy, man. And it was typical Hitman. That's why I don't understand why people say, well, what did Hitman do? I mean, Hitman did what he always do. He probably didn't perform to your liking, or he probably didn't do it the way that, was it that Hitman didn't do it? He didn't do it the way that you expected him to? Or was it that you was too focused on Cassidy that you didn't want to believe it? I'm one of the few that believe there is one. I will debate it forever. I mean, at the end of the day, you're entitled to your opinion, bro. You're entitled to your opinion. But y'all know me. I stick to what I believe in, man. I said he beat Disaster. I feel like he beat Disaster. I feel like he 30. I said he beat Goods. I felt like he beat Goods. You know, it wasn't too much of what Goods. I mean, what Cassidy did do, it was what Goods did do and wasn't able to do. Did do meaning had a lot of fraudulent, stolen shit. Okay? He said Cass bars were just so lackluster in the battle with Hitman. Cassidy, since returning to battle rap, has had lackluster bars. Let's be honest. See, I'm all about being honest. I ain't about all that empathy and, you know, dick sucking and dick riding and coattail. Like, I ain't about all that shit. Let's be honest. Cassidy has had lackluster showings, bars, since his return. But yet he's out here talking like he's on Verbinum level, Luxinum level. Okay. Shit, he out here talking like he above them niggas. And that's what's going on. Cassidy's using his reputation, his past prior accomplishments as a way to sway the community. That's what he doing. That's what I came to the realization of. Cassidy is using his past accomplishments. Man, now mind you, right? Oh, and I want to finish telling y'all because I ain't finished getting to tell y'all about me hanging up on Cassidy. So Cassidy technically didn't hang up on me. I hung up on him. So he was telling me his bars and shit like that for the Arsenal battle. And we got to talking off about some shit about Nico, about AR Ab, and about all that shit. So Cassidy was like, yeah, these dudes basically was living with me. I was looking out for them, and when they got the light shined on them a little bit, they started to act funny. Okay, cool. So I said, okay, it slipped though. I said, is that what you did with Swiss Beats? A lot of people say, well, that's some fake shit, Double R. I mean, at least I was man enough to ask the question to him on the phone. Like, I don't do what y'all niggas do and wait till niggas finish talking and then want to say shit when everything is over. So I said, is that what you did to Swiss Beats? He said, what? I said, is that what you did to Swiss Beats? So he said, he paused. And then he said, hold on, boy, I got a phone call. Because he had told me the first 2 rounds to the Arsenal battle. And he said, hold on, boy, I got a phone call. I waited right there for about 5 to 7 minutes. And then I hung up. Cassidy never clicked back over. Now, some people say, well, he had a phone call. He had, okay, so you conveniently had a phone call after I asked you a question. And then it dawned on me. I said, shit, that's why Cassidy never interviewed with me. A lot of people that say, well, he never interviewed. See, I can tell a lot of y'all what y'all gonna say because I know how y'all niggas operate. That's why y'all never be able to fuck with me. So I thought it dawned on me. I said, you know, that's why Cassidy didn't do an interview with me. We didn't have conversations upon conversations on the phone, and he never did an interview with me because he was afraid that I was going to ask the tough questions, ask the questions that the people alleviate from because they want to continue to stay in contact with him. I want y'all to understand this. Don't no fucking man control me. Only man control me is the man upstairs. Don't know. I know niggas, you know, had a perception of me that I was a part of the Cassie cult like the rest of them. But I think by this point right now, people look at it a lot differently now. Y'all can see it that I ain't that type of nigga. And this is why niggas is disliking my videos. This is why niggas is trying to call themselves canceling me. Because they want to silence me. They want me to continue to get down with the program. And they want me to understand and recognize who the fuck the boss is. But see, the problem with the fans, the fans don't understand this. Y'all are the boss. I tell y'all all the time, man. Y'all are the boss. But y'all pick and choose when y'all want to be the boss. When y'all want to have y'all influence. See, y'all want to have y'all influence to protect fuckery. But see, when you want to cancel somebody, or when you know somebody that you emotionally attached to, or when somebody say some shit that get you emotionally, you know, out of whack. But y'all don't want to use that same influence to do what the fuck Kevin Samuels and to do what the fuck I'm doing. And that's tell people the truth. And that's tell people that you claim you love the truth. Y'all niggas is fake as $3 bills, man. I look at the fans. I look at the fans that's condoning the fuckery that's going on in this community, particularly when we talking about Cassidy and all them. I look at the fans even worse than what I look at Cassidy and them. Because that's expected from a celebrity. Because a celebrity gonna do whatever. That's how a celebrity got on. Niggas don't realize that's how celebrities get on. They get on by doing whatever to get on. But then they get out here and sell you that lie. And I ain't do whatever. Like, I ain't make it to the industry because I ain't do whatever to get on. Come on, Cassidy, you been in the industry. You was signed to Swiss Beats. Cut it out. You don't go mainstream. You don't go mainstream without being in the industry. Like, that's stupid. I didn't sell my soul. I ain't with Kendrick and them at because I ain't sell my soul. No, you're not with Kendrick and them at because you're not better than them. Tell the truth. I heard Jag say, Jag was talking about, we telling the truth on here. Fuck all that feelings. I thought we supposed to be cool and all that. No. Jag loyalty lies with Cassidy. My loyalty lies with the Most High. Like, cut it out. I heard Jag say something about he was asked, well, have he ever pulled up on a celebrity and shit? And he said, well, he pulled up with on Kendrick and J Rock and all them, this, that, and the third. And they were scared, like basically insinuating that they were scared. They ain't want no smoke back in the day. And that's why I tell y'all, anybody can say anything, but the actions is gonna prove it. And the results in the end game gonna prove what really happened. And the results, should I explain? Because it's kind of self-explanatory when it regards Jag, Kendrick, and J Rock. Kendrick and J Rock is mainstream stars. Kendrick is arguably, if not the best rapper in this decade. And what is Jag? Still clinging on to Cassidy. Still clinging on to Cassidy. What is Cassidy? Still clinging on to what he did in the past. These are all facts. I always tell y'all, man, hate is not hate when it's fact. Hate is not hate when it's fact. Hate is only hate when it's not. Cass bars were hit and miss for me, but I will say he is managed to neutralize Hitman's aggression with the unbothered and playful demeanor. And nowadays, shit like that means victory. Yeah, but that's sad though. That's pathetic. That's what we got to. That's what we got to the point with. Back in the day, in the golden era, where niggas was actually had skills. Because this is what DAYLYT and Jag and all them talking about. Niggas that actually had skills. This is what they try to bring it back to the organic form. But in order to bring it back to the organic form, you got to actually have the goddamn, the collateral. You got to have the accolades, man. The prior accolades. To be qualified to even talk that type of talk. That's the problem. You got a lot of people that's talking the talk that they ain't even qualified to talk. Let me see. This makes me mad knowing that this is how Cassidy act. Hey, that's how Cassidy act. And I could give y'all a lot more stories that I'm gonna restrain from telling and saying, unless these niggas, man, come out doing some shit they don't like. People look at these celebrities like superheroes. Yeah, when they the complete opposite. They are the complete opposite. I remember Steph 30, right? Steph Dirty. I remember Steph 30 was telling me about DAYLYT, about Cassidy, and about YMF. Like, he first came to me and he was just like, man, YMF trying to sun me, trying to act like I'm his young boy. Because you know YMF dick sucking Cassidy. Anything Cassidy say, anything Cassidy do, he gonna try to emulate it to his best ability, right? So he was calling Steph 30 his young boy. And I was telling him, man, bro, you ain't nobody young boy, man. You your own individual, bro. You know, and that's why Steph 30 could never flourish. Because he was always, you know, he always was emotional. And he was always worrying about what other people say and what they think. Because he wasn't confident in himself. That's how you could tell certain people had a lack of guidance. You know, but that's no excuse, because I had a lack of guidance coming up. But that's no excuse. It's still shit to be done. But he was talking about Cassidy and he was talking about DAYLYT and holding them in high regards. And I'm like, bruh, why are you holding them niggas at high regards? I get it. I like them. I respect a lot of what them niggas did, you know, and somewhat what they're doing today. But you're better than Cassidy, bro. You're better than DAYLYT. Because at the end of the day, at least you haven't sold your soul. DAYLYT is signed to TDE. Bet y'all ain't know that. DAYLYT is signed to Top Dog Entertainment with Kendrick and all them. Go look it up. Do your research. That's the industry. Cassidy was signed to Swiss Beats. Cassidy is only a household name because Cassidy was in that type of world. That's why we say these niggas always talk this real shit, but these niggas fake. They fake. I say you better than Cassidy. You better than DAYLYT. Because at least you haven't sold your soul. So when a nigga sell his soul, he's liable to do anything. Because you gotta realize them dudes is used to a certain type of lifestyle. And they're down to do anything to continue that lifestyle. And keep that shit going. Cassidy didn't take the industry bag. Okay, keep telling yourself that. Keep telling yourself that. Jay Land knew Hitman's bars were hit and miss, as well as Cassidy. There they go. There they go, protecting Cassidy. Protecting Cassidy, man. But it's your boy Double R, man. I just dropped some jewels on y'all, man. Make sure y'all share these videos. Again, hit the like button. They trying to cancel me out, but I ain't going nowhere, man. It's your boy Double R.